before you can even run the ball, you got to make sure it's secure. So that's number one priority of any running back. And I don't care which school you're at. Ball security is number one. So, like I said, shooting yourself in the foot, that's another thing. Putting the ball on the ground, make sure you're protecting the ball, making sure you don't have any procedural penalties. Those are things that you got to make sure, not even a question when you're playing.
JT, the way that you guys have started games this season, how much is that is just good preparation versus environment? I mean, what do you really accredit the way that you guys have started games?
I think that's huge. Starting the game off fast, starting off well, it plays a big part into the game. Momentum shift is momentum is kind of neutral at the start of a game, and then if the defense comes out and gets the stop, offense gets the ball, or offense starts the game, punches it in and scores. The defense has a huge momentum shift. So really, the biggest thing is making sure whoever's out there first starts off fast, so that we can kind of have the momentum shift our way and continue to build on that.
Jonathan, we ask about Jack Cohn every week, but 3 games in, 3 wins. What does Jack mean to this offense right now?
He's playing well. You can see the fire and the passion that he plays with. I was out when he scored that 25 or 30-yard touchdown. So when I finally got to watch it back home, I saw the highlight of it, and man, I wish I was out there for that because just the way that he's playing, he's cutting it loose and he's letting it go and he's having fun, and he means a lot to this offense.
Even 2 years ago, Northwestern made it difficult for you guys to run the ball. What is it about their scheme that makes it challenging? Anything in particular?
Yeah, those guys play well off blocks. They fill gaps really well, and they play with length. Those guys are pretty long, so those guys playing off blocks, and you got to make sure that we stick on those guys and making sure that as backs we're pressing blocks so that those guys can stay on them.
On Saturday, you said you guys in the running back room want to be the best running back room in the country. How do you push yourselves and push each other towards that goal?
It really starts in practice. If you make a big play in practice and then you come out, the next guy's going to come in and he's going to try to make a big play as well. So if you do that at practice each and every single day, when the game comes around and you make a big play, then the next guy that comes in, he's going to try to make a big play. Next thing you know, you got multiple guys making big plays in a game, and then you're putting points on the board. Yeah, I am. I really like the tan. I've actually worn tan to my prom before, so I'm a big tan guy. I like tan, and you can pull it off if you do it the right way.
I was expecting to go there. Jersey would be the catch.
No, I don't know. It's just, like I said, I'm a tan guy, so when I saw the pants, I'm like, yeah, I like it.
This program doesn't do that a lot. Is that something you think they should do more often? It's just different uniforms?
I definitely think it's fun, definitely to switch it up like that, and especially with the history, not only of this program, but just football in general. I think it was pretty cool how they went back and did it.
We need a picture.
Tyler just mentioned that you've made a point of communicating with the O-linemen in the locker room going into a second half. Just how important has it been to you to take more of a leadership role and communicate with those guys on the field? And he said that you made some really good suggestions.
Yeah, one of the biggest things is coming in with a younger O-line. Really huge for Tyler coming back because the offensive line has a guy to look up to, and now the communication between me and Tyler is flowing through him to the rest of the offensive line. So I think that's really important, just so that both of us have a line of communication, and he's able to communicate that with the rest of the line. Or if one of the other offensive linemen have a question, they just come to me directly. But just having that line of communication has been real big in case we have to change anything.
Seems like it's working pretty good so far.
Yeah, that's it.
Jonathan, what did Mason and John just meant to this offense, specifically the game this season?
I mean, each year, like first year I came in with Ramish. He was destroying guys. Next year, Ingold, I kind of thought he was more of a finesse guy, and then we went into that year and he was destroying guys. Now we're going into this year, and now Mason and John are destroying guys. It's incredible how much, those guys have learned from each other, going down from Ramish to Ingold to Mason and Chanel. So I think it's just the type of leadership. I think that goes unnoticed, the kind of leadership we have at the fullback position, because each and every single year those guys perform well.
With the new fullback each season, is there any adjustment you personally have to make when they plug new guys in that position?
Really just learning, the kind of taste those guys have. Some guys, they like to cut. Some guys rather just square a guy up. So keeping that line of communication open, say, hey, I'm going to cut this guy, so I know, okay, let me expect any kind of spillage anywhere, because, you know, in your cut, guys are falling all over the place, so just communicate.
When you get both of them on the field together, specifically, and around the goal line, what's your confidence level that you're going to increase to the end zone with those two on the field?
It's high, just because I know those guys are going to play pads out. They're going to move anybody that's in their way, so you have a confidence knowing that you can hit it and get it and cut it loose.
What's the biggest difference in the offense this year compared to last year? Like, why do you feel like you've been as effective as you've been?
I think the biggest thing is guys are playing with a new kind of confidence. We know the plays that we make in practice. We know the work that we put in throughout the week, and it's only a matter of performing and executing it on game day. And you know, guys are kind of relaxed now. You know, the moment is not too big. I mean, every single play you see made on Saturday, you know, those plays have been made throughout the week, and you have to trust your preparation and understand that when game time comes around, it's the same thing as practice. It's just in a different environment.
Has the fact you guys have played so well changed what you think this team is capable of accomplishing this season?
No, it hasn't changed at all. Like I said, you make the plays you see on Saturday, we make during practice, you know, every single day. So it's just a confidence level of going out there in the game and trusting yourself and trusting what you've done on the entire week.